Sabah everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about glass protection. Glass protectors specifically are made to protect the display in case of a fall. It takes the impact away from your device so that your phone can stay protected. Whitestone's been making them, and of course I've been using them for many years now with many Samsung devices, Pixels and OnePluses and other devices as well. So today we're going to talk about an entire protection package from Whitestone for the Galaxy S22 Ultra or the Note 22 Ultra, and of course as well as the S22. And if you have the S22 Plus, this is definitely going to work for you as well. This is TK. Let's go ahead and check out all of the protection features that we have from Whitestone for our devices. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel. Now, the package that they sent me included a lot of different things. We're talking glass protectors, we're talking about plastic protectors, as well as a case and a 65-watt charger with a cable. And last but not least, some elements to actually, protection elements for the lenses on the back so that you're actually able to protect the lenses on the back of the S22 Ultra or even the S22, even if the case that you're using doesn't actually cover them entirely, meaning we just have an opening at the back. So let's go ahead and first and foremost and start talking about the easy installation. Since I didn't necessarily go with those right away, I ended up going with the full adhesive installation package that we typically get from Whitestone. But the installations are actually pretty straightforward. There is a plastic protector as well as a glass one for the S22. Installation is pretty straightforward. Depending on the kit that you pick up, you may have a frame where your phone will fit in. And I feel like for the S22 Ultra, we don't have a glass easy installation because of the curved edges. But the S22, since it's a flat display, it works out very easily. So definitely very nice. And again, a good option for somebody that's not wanting to spend the full price of the installation kit for the, the dual pack and so on. This is definitely going to be a good option for you. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about obviously is the charger. Now, the charger that they're talking about here is a 65-watt charger power delivery. So it's going to give us the ability of charging at 45 watts for the S22 Ultra and at 25 watts for the S22. The S22 Plus is also a 45-watt charger. So this is going to work for all of them. But I like the fact that it has a 3-port connector, which means I can actually charge a couple of things at the same time. I'm not limited to actually just charging my phone, which most companies that when they sell you a charger, it's a single device charger. So this is definitely more efficient. It works great, easy to install. Again, just you have to basically plug in. They did send me a USB-C cable that is very nice and threaded, and it actually looks like it's pretty well ruggedized, so it should last us quite well. And it's a long one, actually. It really lasts really good. I tested it out on both the S22 Ultra and the S22, and as you can imagine, it worked out great. Of course, the next thing we're going to talk about is the glass protection. Now, they sent me two kits, one for the S22 and one for the S22 Ultra. Now, both of these kits are full adhesive, full installation kit with everything, with the adhesive sticks and everything. This is what we've seen from them in the past. Everything in there is included, from the adhesive sticks to glass protectors, the mechanism, everything in there, the adhesive, the sponges, even the tape to be able to actually cover all the open ports on your smartphone. And of course, there's instructions on how to do that. Installation is pretty straightforward. It took me about maybe 7 or 8 minutes to do so on the S22 Ultra and roughly about the same on the S22. The only thing I would probably say is make sure you find a level surface in an area where there is no dust or any kind of particles in the air. As long as you're able to do that, you should be able to do this pretty quickly. You can watch the video here, or of course they have some links to their videos to allow you to see how to do it. The only thing I would probably say is when you're installing it and using the UV light to actually cure it, make sure you do it as in 15 seconds to top, middle, and bottom. The instructions recommend top and bottom. I recommend you going top, middle, bottom. And then when you take the device outside of the actual installation kit, do it again at the 60-minute one, the 1-minute thing, top, middle, and bottom. And that should give you the best curing on the kit. Take out the device, remove the adhesive tape that you put in to block the ports, clean up any excess adhesive that may be on the side. And for me, I did end up having to re-register my fingerprint. You may not necessarily need to. So if you don't, if you turn it on and it works for you, obviously that's going to be great. But it is recommended to turn on high sensitivity in the display setting as well as re-registering your fingerprints on both the S22 and the S22 Ultra. That's going to give you the best experience. And of course, since this is a full adhesive, there is no gap between the glass and your fingerprint sensor, which is under the display. And it's going to work actually very nicely. And again, I've been using them for many years on the S22 and the S22, the S21, and then the S20. I was kind of going backwards there. And then of course, once you're done, you're able to basically put them in most cases. Because they don't actually go all the way to the outer part of the device, this is definitely very case friendly. So I did test it out with the cases that they sent me. And of course, as you can imagine, we have that nice little gap between the two and it should be fine. I can't speak to any of the ruggedized cases. I will recommend you probably maybe being a little bit more gentle when you're installing those rugged cases, like especially OtterBoxes and so on. I'm talking about general use cases. This should be perfectly fine. Then the last two things I want to talk to you guys about is that glass element protection on the back. This is something that I saw from them last year with the S21 Ultra, and what essentially it's doing is it actually puts a little frame around the elements around the S22 Ultra, and of course it's a sticker on both sides, even on the S22, to provide us a little bit more protection in case the phone drops on the back. Now, it doesn't cover the lenses on the S22 Ultra, it just goes around them, providing us a little bit more protection in that area, and this is of course augmented by the case having a little bit more of a raised lip. This is something that we missed with the S22 Ultra from the S21 and the S20, as they used to have more better protection section around the actual element. So again, a lot of good things to offer here. Glass protection on the front, a case to protect the phone, as well as element, and of course protection for the glass element on the back. Everything you need is provided by Whitestone. Hopefully you found something interesting here. Again, if you just want a glass protector, I feel like the dome style installation is the easiest and the most comprehensive process that you can do. The fact that it includes two kits allows you to actually reinstall it, or if something happens to the glass, let's say you drop your phone and the glass shatters, remove it gently, clean it up, start the installation again, and the kit already has everything for you. All the way from the frame, to the adhesive sticks, to the sticky pads, to the cleaning cloths, even including a few extra glue sticks for you in case if you make a mistake. Don't worry, remove the glass as gently as possible, clean off any excess adhesive from the back and as well as the device. And of course we can reinstall it as long as you didn't start the curing process. If you start the curing process, you may lose a glass, but again, you have a second installation there. I want to say thank you very much to Whitestone for allowing me to check out their entire, I would say, portfolio of protection now, since they no longer just do glass, they do regular film protectors, as well as chargers, cases, and element glass protections on the back. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.